Beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family, the Barca fan base, the Barca Twitter accounts, the Barca players, the Barca president, and the Barca manager have been crying so much. And I need to talk about this. Because FC Barcelona, for the past 48 hours, its players, its manager, its staff members, its president have been moving around like a small club mentality. Because a big club, when it loses a game, it accepts defeat and moves on. But FC Barcelona, who obviously haven't been in a semi-final of the Champions League since 2019, cannot accept the fact that their season is over, that Barca are not in Munich, preparing for a Champions League final at the end of this month. They can't handle the fact that their team couldn't win the game. So what are they doing? They are blaming it on the referee. They are blaming it on the referee. That's how small the mentality of Barcelona at the moment. You know, this season I was praising FC Barcelona countless of times. Despite me, I don't want to praise Barca, but they've shown great mentality this season. Coming back in that Copa del Rey game against Real Madrid in that final, winning it. Despite having Inter in the Champions League coming up, which is, more important. When they had Bayern and Madrid in the same week, smacked both 4-1 and 4-0. When they won the Supercopa de España, destroyed Madrid once again. All of these stuff told me this Barca team is different. They have a strong mentality. Flick has changed the environment at Barca, and suddenly everyone is strong. But I was very wrong. I was so wrong. Because FC Barcelona, as I mentioned, for the past 48 hours have absolutely been embarrassing themselves. But let's get all of this into context. Let's take a look at what the FC Barcelona players, with the manager, with the Twitter accounts, what everyone has been posting, blaming the referee for this defeat. To see all the tears from the FC Barcelona acting like a small club. And, okay, we already got it. Was surprised Inter goal wasn't checked for a handball, but of course in the past this went against FC Barcelona. And for me, this is the funny thing. So instead of accepting the L, instead of accepting the defeat, instead of moving on, you have an important in the Classic on the weekend. Barca fans are still stuck on, when was this game played? On the 7th of May. They're still stuck and, can't accept that PSG, for example, and Inter Milan are in a Champions League final. But not Barca. Let's see this handball. What are they talking about? They're so sick in their head. Anything is a handball. So let's get the zoom in. So I guess it bounces off DeMarco's foot and then into Mkhitaryan's arm. Okay, first of all, the ball hit. Where does the ball even hit? Okay, so first of all, it comes off DeMarco. Second of all, it comes off Mkhitaryan's leg before his hand. And that's a handball rule. If it hits the leg, if it hits any of your body part, legal body parts, and then hits your hand, it's not hand. Second of all, the hand is in a natural position. When you're running, the hand is next to you. So according to the rules, according to everything, no. And now they're trying to find something here. Yeah, again, I don't understand this. Yes, this was the wrong call, giving this as handball back in 2011. But I don't understand this crying add-on. But, you can find so much more. You can find so much more regarding just the crying. Obviously, a lot of people I've seen have talked about this Lamine Yamal situation. I don't see what Yamal is doing wrong. He goes for a shot, hits the post, and then leads to FC Barcelona throw-in. So Barca still got what they wanted. So a lot of people blaming Yamal or something for, I don't think. Sure, Yamal could have potentially tried just to stall the ball, but he got a great shot off that could have, killed the tie entirely. I think it's way more on Barca pushing up this much, with 3 minutes to go. And then I saw this one as well. 4.7 million views. So this is just propaganda for all the Barca fans that are so depressed. So depressed. Now let's look at this. And again, this action right here, I've seen it from, the usual angle where it's a Bastoni power play. Where it's Bastoni, amazing tackle. So Yamal here goes past Mkhitaryan DeMarco very nicely there. Then Bastoni just reads him beautifully and makes a tackle. And Am I the only one who thinks this is a penalty? I mean, I hope not. I hope even you don't think it's a penalty, because it's clearly not a penalty. I mean, we can't see it really here, but you can see Yamal takes that touch, already loses control of the ball, and then Bastoni is just sliding in, gets the ball, and it's over. Like, I don't even know why people post this. I remember a bit of this happened after PSG Liverpool, the first leg, and I got embarrassed as a PSG fan because, I mean, we went on to win the second game and so on. But like, this stuff doesn't matter. Like, if you don't notice it in the game, if you don't notice and it's a huge error in the game, then no. Like, what PSG had versus Arsenal, the potential Khvicha Kvaratskhelia penalty in the first leg, is bigger than all of this. And even I did not want to cry about it. Yes, there were some PSG fans that were crying about it. But I absolutely do not condone that. That's a small club mentality. You move on. You move on. Will the referee be perfect? No. But all of these videos we're looking at, there is nothing. I don't even know what Barca fans are trying to find. Okay, so now here is a picture of many different calls and decisions. I mean, we need a video of it if we want to look a bit deeper, but you know what? Let's end it on this. Let's take a look at all the pictures. The first one right here is the Dumfries, George Martin. And as we all know, Dumfries takes out his leg trying to get the ball. George Martin's trying to get the ball. They entangle. It's contact. Is that a foul? No. Because contact does not equal foul. Sufficient contact that potentially leads you to fall down and lose possession is a foul. Is Dumfries' initial contact there enough for Gerard Martin to fall? No, because if you watch the video and follow it up, Gerard Martin gets his other leg on purpose entangled with Dumfries' legs and then falls down. So that first one is absolutely not a foul. The second one right here, I actually want to see a video of it because I haven't seen, how can I say, like how it hits him. But so it hits him between, you can see the shirt and here, so upper arm. I don't know, I need to see a video of it. But it doesn't look big. It doesn't look like a horrendous call or something. And then this is the last one. Once again, here for me, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know the exact ruling. Is it initial contact or is it like lost contact that leads to the tackle? And from what I saw from the video from Lamine Yamal gets tackled outside of the box, goes down, and then gets another contact from Mkhitaryan's second leg. But he's already down from the first contact, which makes it a free kick outside of the box. And I'm not going to leave Madrid fans free. Like, this is something Madrid fans and Barca fans constantly do. I mean, a lot of football fans like to do this. I've even seen, I think, Arsenal fans or Liverpool fans doing this when they faced us. But this is peak small club mentality. The best thing to do when you get an L is to embrace it and move on. Crying about it like this and, you know, just showing yourself to not understand the rules, or, you know, you're just so sad, you're so depressed. And I understand Barca fans, you know, this was a season full of hope, full of optimism, and you've done great this season. Obviously falling, you know, in the semi-final, second to last thingy in the UEFA Champions League. But you just gotta accept it. You just have to accept. I remember last season against Dortmund, Dembele was fouled right on the line. And on the line technically is a penalty and so on, but you know, you just move on. Especially when it's just not good enough. You conceded 7 goals in the Champions League semi-final. That's why you lost. It's not the referee. And the most embarrassing thing about all of this is this isn't, you know, just their fans. This isn't just their fans. This is their players. This is their manager. This is their club. Pedri after the game. This is not the first time this has happened to us with this referee. The European Union should investigate the matter. What's this crying? What's this crying? Juan Laporta. Juan Laporta, what did he have to say? Look at this delusion. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Oh, okay. They can't translate it. I haven't talked about how... No. Don't try to... Don't run away. Don't run away, Laporta. Don't run away. I need this, man. We're not in Munich final due to referee decisions. They harm us. Once again, this is their president. We've seen their player. And then lastly but not least, even Flick. Even Hansi Flick, who usually doesn't say that much. Not respecting referees is not a good thing. The decision the ref had, he called it in Inter's favor. That makes me sad. So to cap off all of this, it's been so much crying from the Barca fan base, from the Barca players, from the Barca outlets, from the Barca manager, and from Laporta. And I'm like, look, you guys just reached the Champions League final. The first time for you guys since 2019. Act like you belong here. Act like you belong here. Even Arsenal, an actual small club, is not behaving like this. Their fans are obviously huge trolls. Arteta as well is a huge, disgusting bum. But putting this on the referee is the biggest action showing that you are a small club with a small club mentality. Show that you belong here. Do not cry that you didn't make the Champions League final. The two reasons you didn't reach the Champions League final, you conceded 7 goals in 2 legs. 7 goals. And last but not least, you went down 2-0 at the San Siro. You made a historical, remarkable, amazing-able comeback at the San Siro from 2-0 down to 3-2. And you couldn't keep it together for 2.5 minutes. Why don't you cook Araujo? Why don't you cook Gerard Martin? Why don't you cook Kubarsi? Why don't you cook everyone on the Barca team? Why don't you cook Flick for having that highlight? I know you have been doing that, but that's what you only should be doing. You shouldn't be crying about this. It's insane. It's insane. Both the Barca team this season showed great mentality, which I've been propping this entire season. And then they do this. Back to Barca default. That's been it from boy PSG. Hopefully, guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.